So, what happened? Short answer, life. Long answer, life. But seriously, shut up. Holy, that guy, annoying, huh? But seriously, life really did strike everywhere all at once. I mean, the friend group that was keeping me motivated kind of exploded. I had to move out of where I was living. I had to get a new job. I got a new car, got a new phone, got a new year, got a new me. Wait, hard to pinpoint one thing that really led to me dropping off, but the job was definitely a huge part of it. You see, I had this schedule with that job where I'd wake up an hour before my shift, grab a quick shower, and then record an episode. I'd hop on my work laptop right after that, and I'd get to work. It was good, scheduled, rhythmic. But it was only possible due to me working from home. See, on my lunch break, I do like the small edits and splicing that I need to do, if I even needed to do it on a video, and then I'd upload that video to YouTube. I then have it set to release at the same time every day, typically more than enough time for it to be done processing, so it could upload at full HQ. You get that sweet, sweet high quality. I was laid off from that job, as were many people. This was a time when tech companies were laying off by the droves. And yes, I worked a tech job. Cushy little tech job, boy. And I mean, I got unemployment because they tried to weasel out of it by like firing me through like official means, but like the unemployment people looked into it and saw that they were full of shit basically, and they actually did lay me off because they didn't have enough money to pay me. It's a whole story, but I got unemployment almost right away. And I probably could have coasted off of that for a little bit, but it felt like wrong. To just be happily sitting there recording my videos and uploading nonstop while I was jobless and not contributing into my own life in any way, shape, or form. I mean, who knows? Maybe I should have kept uploading and I would have popped off on YouTube. Hey, the pop off was just right around the corner. Every gambler quits right before they strike it big. But yeah, that just kind of made me need to focus on getting a job right away. And then I did get a job. And then I wanted to, I'll let my life like settle out a bit before I get back into it. And it's not that I wasn't gaming by the time, which is kind of ironic, right? Because all of my uploads are gaming related, mostly. Like I said, the friend group that would actively give me feedback on my videos kind of fell apart. Relationship dramas kind of just drew lines in the sand. And when lines are drawn like that, there's people who want to cross over to both sides because they're friends with both sides. And it just, when hard lines are drawn in the sand like that, friend groups tend to fall apart. Usually. I've seen some survive, but for the most part, eh. Either way, I moved on and I started actually gaming with some new strangers I met like by literal chance while I was just chilling to wait out the drama. And we ended up having like really good times. We really hit it off and we played a lot of games together and we played a lot of games together. That server was just us just sitting AFK for like no more than an hour with someone alone in that server's VC. And people would hop on and start playing. I played with them for a long time until, once again, relationship drama struck and kind of tore the friend group apart. Ha, 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 ha. I will say, there was a point there where I had a new job, new car, new place, new everything. I felt, I was making my money now at the new job. I was being able to get home and stuff. And I felt like it had stabilized there. And I thought, yeah, I should get back up to uploading, but I also sat there and looked at it and I was like, I never really got a ton of views, which is fine. It's a small channel. You're just starting out. You're not supposed to get a ton of views. But my heart wasn't actually in those videos. And honestly, neither was the viewership, right? Daily uploading like a Let's Play series just aren't the thing anymore, right? And I mean, it used to be, right? I mean, let's look at some of the older, like, kings and queens of content who got big off of just uploading Let's Play videos. Now that I think of it, it was mostly men. I can't think of any real, like, female gamers who were doing Let's Plays, but still. Let's Plays used to be huge. It used to be like a way to grow your channel. You'd be uploading daily and all this other stuff. But that's just not what people really want anymore, right? More people want, like, someone playing like a multiplayer game with a bunch of people doing some unique little gimmick or like a more grandiose video or, just to simplify a video game into a video. People don't want to have to come back tomorrow to get the thrilling conclusion anymore. And that's fine, because my heart was never really in doing that kind of stuff. I was just trying to tickle the algorithm's balls a little bit, give them a little. But, uh, but I mean, like, look at something that popped off, like, kind of recently. I'm a few months late to talking about it, but something like mouthwashing, right? It was all over the place. You were seeing it everywhere. And that's because that's a game you can kind of just sit down, enjoy the experience in like one sitting, maybe two, if you're, have a real job and you have to take a break and you can't sit there for the time it takes to run that game. But it's not a very long game and it can very easily be condensed into just like one video. And that's what pops off now, right? It's being able to put like your entire thoughts and your whole ussy of what this game is into one video. Other than that, if you just look at YouTube gaming, what's on the top of it right now is League of Legends, Call of Duty, Fortnite. There are all these games where you can have a few matches in a session, get like a highlight reel, or upload one particularly good game where you have some good commentary or banter over it, and call it a day. Things you can repeat over and over again, people will come back for. But things that are a let's play, a one-time playthrough, people just want that all at once. And that's fine. At least that's what I think. But, I'm just an unsuccessful YouTuber, so who knows? I won't quit my day job, don't worry. And I mean, I'm scrolling through the YouTube, and I'm scrolling through the YouTube gaming section right now, and that's exactly what I see at the top of it. Exactly what I described. There's other games there, like, I see strategy games, I see, like, Genshin, and I see the Flavor of the Month stuff, Marvel Rivals, but they're all there. And don't get me wrong, Marvel Rivals is absolutely a fad. I know you love it now. I know we all think it's the greatest thing ever. We all just want to give the gluck gluck to the Disney executives right now for this crazy, awesome game, Marvel Rivals, but it'll fall off. It really will, just like every other game does. Now, it might have the staying power of a Fortnite, but even Fortnite's fallen off from its peak. We can't lie about that. Either way, just looking at the general space, especially back then, when I finally was about to start uploading again, I just thought to myself, there's really no more point in doing what I was doing. Plus, I just didn't find it fulfilling. My content that I was uploading was that junk food quality content. It was a quick bite, nothing special, nothing unique about it. This is going to sound a little esoteric, but I want my food, keep that one in. This is going to sound a little esoteric, but I want my content to be more like of a nice little hole in the wall cafe type place, Somewhere where you sit down, relax, you get a unique little plate of food that you're not used to, something that's uniquely this cafe. It's a nice place to stop and relax, and you move on, right? I no longer want it to be that fast food restaurant where it's just, bang, 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 uploading content, bang, 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 over and over again. But it's like this bland, it's okay, but it's not good food, and it's not good food sort of content. I'm not even hungry. I don't know why I'm making all these food analogies. But I'll say this. This return is going to hinge on a few things. First of all, my most viewed videos, thankfully, except for this one random video when I was playing Needy Streamer Overload, my most viewed videos were the ones where I put effort into it. And also, I had the most fun not only playing the game, but also editing it, right? Secondly, they were about things that I wanted to talk about. And the videos I'm referring to are the Honkai Star Rail one and the Puss in Boots one. Those were topics I just really wanted to talk about in the moment. And they got views. And it was something that I enjoyed doing. I think the more enjoyment I put into it, typically, the more views the videos got. And I think that's how it should be. And I think I should focus more on that kind of stuff. From here on, I'll probably upload like once or twice a week. And maybe even once every 2 weeks. And the algorithm may banish me to the Shadow Realm for that. All like, nitpicks on my old content aside, the algorithm was actively trying to support me back when I was daily uploading. Like, it was showing me to people. People weren't clicking on it, probably because they knew it was stop content. But it was doing its best. Now, with my new upload schedule, it's probably not going to try as hard, but, you trade quality for quantity. Other way around. You get the point. And, that's just what I want to do. And I think, honestly, I'm not expecting to make it big here. If I do, awesome. I can quit my day job and focus on this full time. But I just kind of want to do what I want to do instead of feeling beholden to an algorithm that's not even making me big in the first place. And that's the difference here. I love to yap. I will yap into the void, and you'll either listen to it or you won't. But it's not about you, dear viewer, anymore. Well, I mean, it always will be in like some small part, but I want to do what makes me feel fulfilled first. If you choose to come along, then so be it. If you're heading out the door, I loved you while you were here. Have a good night. And life, I guess. I'm still gonna shill, by the way. I'll still scream from the rooftops for your support. Tell your uncle, your aunt, your grandma's boyfriend, your mom's dad, which I guess is your grandpa. Tell your dog, your dog's owner, which is yourself. Tell your girlfriend's dog's boyfriend's sister's uncle's cousin to come over to my videos and watch it. But it all starts with what I want to do, what I want to talk about. And then it's what makes the subs and algorithms happy. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Luckily for you, I stay informed. So a lot of things I want to talk about will be, well, topical. But I might just, from time to time, dredge up older things. I have a new way of labeling my scripts now. I have evergreen, untimed, and topical. That doesn't leave a lot to the imagination, mind you. You probably know what that means just from hearing how I label it, but it should give you some idea of what I'm up to. Oh, and while we're on the topic of scripting! Yes, my friends. All of my videos will be scripted. Even this one. If I do gaming videos, it'll be a full game in one video, or maybe even my thoughts so far as I'm playing through. Maybe I really love a game in the first like 3 hours of it, and I gotta tell you guys about it. But I'll try to just make it mostly one whole video. And when I finish the game, I will do one whole video on the game, right? If I really like the game early on and I feel like I gotta tell you guys about it, I'll tell you guys about it. And if I like the game all the way through, when it's done, I will just make a whole big video about it. It'll be like a little teaser, kind of. It'll be like a little appetizer, going back to that cafe food sort of simile I had earlier. I'll still record my gameplay because there's just some priceless moments that happen live in the moment while you're playing, and I'll throw them in the editing. I freak out because something jump scares me that really shouldn't. That's funny. That goes in the video, that kind of stuff. But my videos are going to be fully scripted from here on out. At least like 80%. I still improv. Like this whole video is scripted, and I'm still popping off saying a bunch of stuff that's not written on the paper in front of me. And sometimes errors are funny. Hopefully I threw the one I had earlier in there just to show you. And it just makes it more human. Like who wants to listen to a robot reading off a script for about 20 minutes? Now, about my grand return. There's a lot that's going to change just for the visuals of the channel. First and foremost, the mascot girl now holds a bunny plush, as you can see by my profile picture. There is some lore to that. Her name is actually Ashlyn, and the bunny is Brawler. That's the name of the YouTube channel, and the name of the guy in the YouTube videos. Oh! As this progresses and I get going on, the visuals are going to change. The bunny will become more important because that's me. And also, hopefully, there'll be some animations and stuff like that. And there's definitely going to be some secret, like little hidden lore videos, like ARG type beats, so you can get more acquainted with the world of Brawler. But that's a whole different thing. Short story, I'm back. And I'm just going to do my own thing. Even if it fails.